Shri Matre Namaha Guru Kataksham Ambal Anugraham Paripurnam. Welcome to my channel Shakti Awakening with Vidhyaa Prakash. In this channel, I come out with new videos every Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays to help you go deeper into Shakti sadhana. And if you want to learn and know how Shakti Awakening works in your journey to help you manifest both spiritual growth and materialistic growth, I invite you to attend my free workshop. I have given a WhatsApp group link below the video in the description. You can join the WhatsApp group where I'll be sharing the details about the upcoming workshop. And if you resonate, you can continue your learning journey with me in the Shakti Awakening journey. In this video, I am going to go deeper into understanding the deeper secrets of Lalita Sahasranamam. Lalita Sahasranamam, which has 183 stanzas, can be divided into 15 different chapters based on what the mantras or the stanzas convey to us to go deeper into spiritual journey and tapping Ambal's energy and tapping our or aligning our consciousness with the divine consciousness. Lalita Sahasranamam is not just collection of 1,000 namams of Mata Lalitambika, but it is having it is like encoded with great wisdom, the spiritual practice that you should be following, and it is like a blueprint of raising your consciousness, transcending your consciousness, with which you will be overcoming the limitations that you have, be it from karmic limitations because of the karmic bondages or because of how you have perceived the world. So it is the inner journey, and each chapter of which comprises this 183 stanzas guides us from moving from devotion to realization, from formless worship or from form worship, worshipping in the divine form, to formless, and moving from individuality to the absolute reality, which is Ambal, the divine consciousness. So let us understand each chapter and understand how many stanzas each chapter has and what does that convey within these chapters. So let's dive deeper. The first chapter is Shri Matra Avataram. So this comprises from the first stanza of Lalita Sahasranama, which starts with Shri Mata Shri Maharagni. So the first three stanzas is Matra Avataram, which means how Ambal manifested. She manifested from Chidagni Kunda, Sambhuta Deva Karya Samudhyata, for the benefit of Devas, which means for the benefit of goodness, for righteousness, that to uphold the righteousness, Mata Lalitambika manifested herself to help us transcend in this journey, which shows the love, the grace and the compassion Mata has towards us to help us to move from ignorance to absolute knowledge, and the motherly nature making it perfect entry point for us to enter into this divine field. The next chapter is Keshadi Pada Varnanam, which means from top of the head till the toes, the divine toes of Mata Lalitambika, the explaining the beauty of each and every aspect of Mata Lalitambika. These verses, which is from 4th stanza to 21st stanza, it starts from the crown, head, the lotus feet of Mata Lalitambika. Each limb of Ambal and the ornament, which actually is representing the tattvas and the Shakti of Mata, because each ornament is a Shakti. And not only that, this helps us to actually meditate upon, you can actually visualize Ambal when you read these, when you chant these stanzas. So, by meditating on each part of Ambal as a sadhaka, we can internalize the beauty as a bliss, her form. We can internalize her Divine Mother's form, and we can sense her presence, which makes us to connect with Ambal more deeper level. Third chapter is Shri Nagara Varnana. The Ambal's abode is also called as Shri Nagara. Shriman Nagara Naika. That's what it says. So 22 and 23 stanza comes under this chapter of Shri Nagara Varnana. This stanza actually describes the abode of Mata, and which is also called as Shri Nagaram or Shri Puram. The next chapter is Bandhasuravadam. Bandhasuravadam, the stanzas that is covered under Bandhasuravadam, is from stanza 24 to stanza 33. This chapter, Bandhasuravadam, it's the battle between Mata Lalitambika and Bandhasura. Bandha means actually stubborn, which is ego or even delusion or unrighteousness. So this is not just a war, a battle between a demon and Mata Lalitambika, but it is about the inner battle every seeker, every sadhaka undergoes. You have to overcome your limitations. You have to win over the ego. You have to win over the ignorance. You have to overcome, or you have to walk the path of righteousness. For that, you have to go through that inner battle. So, Bandhasuras, in this Bandhasura Vadam, it is elaborately discussed about the army, the weapons, which actually signifies the resistances or the negativity that we may carry. And with Ambal's Anugraham, with Ambal's weapon in the form of Shakti, these limitations are destroyed and move the sadhaka. As you go through this Lalita Sahasranamam chanting, you are moved from the ignorance to the great knowledge, from letting go the ego and surrendering. So this chapter, Bandhasuravadam, empowers us, the sadhakas, to invoke the inner strength and achieve fearlessness. The next chapter is Mantra Rupam, which the stanzas which comes under Mantra Rupam is 34th stanza to 37th stanza. Actually, in this Mantra Rupam, which comes in this 34th stanza to 37th stanza, Shri Vidhya Mantra is hidden in these three stanzas, 34, 35, 36, 37, four stanzas. The Shri Vidhya Mantra is hidden. It is revealed in a more subtle format and encoded within these four stanzas. So it is all about not only chanting the mantras, but how you have to merge your energy with Amba's energy. So it is like a doorway to the vibration of Mata. So this is Mantra Rupam. So Mantra Rupam is the 5th chapter. The 6th chapter is Kundalini Rupam. Here, Ambal is described as the Kundalini Shakti. Kundalini is residing in each and every one, but is dormant. By piercing from Mooladhara to Swadhisthana to Manipura to Anahata to Vishuddhi to Agna, and then finally reaching the Sahasrara, where Shiva resides. So she's Mahasakti Kundalini Bisatantu Taniyasi. So the journey of the Kundalini rising above, through piercing through these chakras and piercing through the Granthis, Brahma Granthi, Vishnu Granthi and Rudra Granthis, how you transcend and reach to the Sahasrara, where you are able to master the energy. So this is not just the movement of energy, but it is the journey from matter to energy. It is journey from physical to subtle. And actually this is the core of Shri Vidya. And this is the inner journey to truly realize your true potential. So this is the 6th chapter, which is Kundalini Rupam from stanza 38 to stanza 40. So 38, 39, 40. 3 stanzas talks about the Kundalini Shakti, which resides in each and every one of us. Next, going on to the 7th chapter, which is Bhaktanugraham. This is the stanza number 41 to 43, 41, 42, 43. So this is the chapter to realize Ambal's grace. It emphasizes that Ambal is not just attained by effort alone, but by sincere devotion. She comes to you when you call to her with utmost sincerity, even if you are not able to do various rituals, just by chanting Lalita Sahasranamam with utmost devotion, she will come to help you. She will shower her compassion. She answers when you surrender, because she is the one who is listening to you, who is protecting you, who is fulfilling everything that you need, because she is Lokamata. And the stanza of this Bhaktanugraham, it reflects the true nature of Mata. She is a fierce warrior when it comes to overcoming the ego. But she's filled with she is the ocean of love and compassion when it comes to you surrendering to her. So this chapter, Bhaktanugraham, affirms that bhakti is the utmost and most powerful method or the path to reach Divine Mother, to seek Ambal's Anugraham. Moving on to the 8th chapter is Nirgunopasana, which is from 44th stanza to 50th stanza. Nirguna means formless. Upasana is worshipping. So how you worship Amba in her formless form? Because she is pure awareness. She is pure consciousness. There is no gender, there is no form, there is no qualities. She is beyond everything. And that can be attained when you go deeper in meditation and go beyond mind, go beyond body, go beyond ego, and leading to the realization of the Divine Mother. This Nirgunopasana chapter emphasizes that the ultimate truth is not something to see, but it is something to become. So this is the path of Jnana Marga, where you as sadhaka drop the identities and realize that I am part of her and she is part of me, which is nothing but Aham Brahmasmi. And here, when we talk about Ambal, it is about becoming Bhavani. So this is about 8th chapter. Going on to 9th chapter, the stanzas from 51st stanza to 60th stanza is Sagunopasana. So in contrast to Nirgunopasana, Sagunopasana is all about the form. Nirguna is formless, Saguna is form. So you can choose which path you want to embrace Ambal into your life. It can be Nirguna or it can be Saguna, because Ambal manifests into various forms to bestow, to take care, to nurture, to sustain, to manifest, to create. And this chapter reassures that any form that you want to worship, it is valid. It is, you follow that rituals, you follow that murti or the image which you are able to resonate with. So there is no right or wrong way. It is all about how you can align, how you are able to actually feel, or you are able to connect to that particular form. You can do so. You can worship Varahi and reach Lalitambika. You can worship Rajashyamala or Matangi, reach Lalitambika. You can worship Mata Lakshmi, reach Lalitambika. Through her, through this form, you are reaching the ultimate form. You can do so. You can worship Kali, reach Lalitambika. You can worship Saraswati, reach Lalitambika. because they all come from Lalitambika. When you are worshipping them, the path is ultimately is going to lead to Mata Lalitambika. So this Sagunopasana gives us it gives the method or the path. So you can choose the path from form to go from form to formless. Be it the rituals, be it the pujas, be it visiting temples, be it worshipping the deities, the Murti form or the Sri Chakra form. Sri Chakra form is all about Nirguna Upasana. Yeah. So it is all valid expression of devotion. So you can choose whichever path you choose. It is ultimately, Ambal says, it is going to lead to me only. So that is about 9th chapter. The 10th chapter is Pancha Brahma Swarupa. This Pancha Brahma Swarupam is from 61st stanza to 75th stanza. And Sagunopasana is from 51st stanza to 60th stanza. Pancha Brahma Swarupam is from 61st stanza to 75th stanza. This chapter reveals that Mata Lalitambika is not one among the gods, but she is the source of all the gods. She is the embodiment of Pancha Brahma. So the Pancha Brahma is Brahma for creation, Vishnu for sustenance, Rudra for dissolution, Ishvara from concealment, and Sadashiva for grace. Srishti Sthiti Tirodhana, Srishti Sthiti Samhara Tirodhana Anugraha. So these are the deities. They are not separate deities, but they are the functional deity of the supreme power who is Mata Lalitambika. This actually tells us that she is the Parabrahman who expresses through all the divine forms and the divine functions. Moving on to the 11th chapter. The 11th chapter is Kshetra Kshetrajna Rupam. Here, Ambal is the body, which is the Kshetra, which is the field or the space. And she is a conscious self as well, who is the Kshetrajna, which means the knower. So both of the expressions, she is the expression. She is the one who, she is the body and she is a consciousness, which means she is inside out of you. And not only that, this Kshetra Kshetrajna Rupam encourages us as sadhakas to look within rather than look outside. Because our scriptures says that body is a temple and consciousness, the residing deity is your consciousness in your heart. So actually Ambal is both the form and the formless. She is the body and she is the consciousness. So this stanza, this chapter makes us to look inward, to recognize that the sacred is not somewhere outside, but it is residing inside you. The ultimate consciousness is residing inside you. So this is the path of self-inquiry and self-realization. So that is Kshetra Kshetrajna Rupa, which is the 11th chapter. Moving on to the 12th chapter, which is Pithani Anga Devata. This chapter, Pithani Anga Devata, it connects the microcosm with the macrocosm. So the microcosm is the human body and the macrocosm is the ultimate consciousness. So there is there's a verse which says Yathandam Tata Brahmahandam. So what is there in is what is there outside. So it connects both microcosm and the macrocosm, the inside energy to the outside energy. For the sadhaka, this means understanding that each part of the body is actually divine. And the spiritual power is not abstract, but it is embodied and it is active with it. So it is you aligning your physical body, understanding the inner energy, and understanding that the same energy is existing. If you look at it, we are made up of Panchabhutas. Yeah. And even everything, every creation is made up of Panchabhutas. You are aligning with that. When you do that, you are going to align with the divine. So that's how you align. Yeah. So that is about the 12th chapter, which is Pithani Anga Devata. And not only that, there are Shakti Pitas, where in each Pita there are different Angas of Ambal which became a Shakti Pita. And each Anga gives a sort of power to align us with the divine energy. So how you realize that, how you align your microcosm to that macrocosm so that you are able to elevate yourself, so that you are able to align with Ambal. You learn. You are able to understand that through these chapters. Moving on to the 13th chapter, which is Yogini Nyasam. So in Yogini Nyasam, it is all about how you energize each chakra of your each chakra of your body, which are the centers where the divine energy is flowing to you, through you. By doing so, you are healing, you are creating that, aligning with that awareness, and it is all about spiritual awakening. It is all about the essence of Shri Vidhya and how you can divinize your body, sanctify yourself, and awaken the Shakti within. So, Yogini Nyasam is about awakening the Shakti within. That is what I talk about, Shakti awakening. So, that is the 13th chapter from 98th stanza to 109th stanza. Moving on to the 14th chapter, it is Vibhuti Vistara from 110th stanza to 180th stanza. Vibhuti means the powerful manifestation, the greatness. Vibhuti is about the greatness of Mata Lalitambika. It talks about various parts. It talks about bhakti. So it talks about different manifestation of Mata Lalitambika, from Parashakti to that of Yogini, and how she protects, how she strengthens, how she nourishes us, how she takes us, and finally how she liberates us. Yeah, and this shows the right type of sadhana, which you can choose based on your inclination, and there are various ways of you choosing the path. So this talks about choosing the right path which aligns with you. So this is about Vibhuti Vistara, which actually conveys that she is the truth in all. Whichever path you choose, she is the ultimate truth. She is the path will ultimately reach to her. Yeah. So this is the 14th chapter. The 15th and the last one is Shiva Shaktaikya Rupini. So Shiva Shaktaikya Rupa from stanza 181 to 183. So 181, 182, 183 is Shiva Shaktaikya Rupam. This is the final and the most powerful chapter which reveals the union of Shiva and Shakti. Ambal, actually here Ambal declares that she is the one. She is both dynamic and static. She is the energy of dynamic as well as static. She is the energy of masculine and feminine. She is the absolute and she is the power. So this chapter actually it takes us, the sadhaka, to the oneness with, to unite with the Divine Mother. So this chapter conveys she is both the seed and the sprout. She is everything, and this is actually your uniting. So this is the end of separation. We are not separate from her. We are her. She is within us, and we are her. So this is the union of our consciousness with Ambal. So this is the deeper level of understanding how Lalita Sahasranama takes us in this journey, from realizing her manifestation, from invoking her, visualizing her, giving her the form, then moving towards formless, then realizing her presence in each and everything, and then ultimately realizing that we are one with her. That is the journey as sadhaka in this Shakti path. So this is the powerful secret method of understanding how you can accomplish whatever you want, be it materialistic, ultimately leading to spiritual growth. So from today, you start seeing Lalita Sahasranamam, that each stanza is leading us towards the ultimate truth, which is aligning ourselves with Mata Lalitambika. If you have any doubts, to ask in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you. With Ambal's Anugraham, learn to align yourself and walk this path of Shakti. Realize your Shakti, awaken your Shakti. Guru Kataksham, Ambal Anugram Paripurna. Shri Matre Namaha.